Life Lessons from a CAT, a profound story about the human mind. A great master lay on his deathbed, knowing that his final moment had come. His loyal disciple, a young monk, chosen as his successor, sat silently by his side, waiting for the last words from his wise teacher. The atmosphere was filled with silence and reverence. Everyone around anticipated a profound teaching, perhaps the ultimate truth, a sacred secret, or a final guide to enlightenment. But what shocked everyone was the master's last words. Remember, never let a cat enter your life. And with that, the great master took his last breath. Thought balloon a cat? Shouldn't a great master leave behind a more profound teaching? Fire, why would an enlightened being care about such a small creature? The crowd was stunned, and the young monk, the successor, was lost in confusion. The origin of the mysterious statement. In the ancient monastery, there was an elderly monk, someone who had followed the great master for many years. He knew the teacher's life better than anyone else. Seeing the young monk struggling with confusion, the old monk approached and said, "Do you know, there is a long story behind those last words. Light bulb, and here is that story. The trap of a cat." In his younger days, the great master was just an ordinary man. He had a family, a wife, and children. But one day, he decided to leave everything behind, to renounce the world and material attachments in search of the truth. He abandoned his home and retreated into the forest near a small village. The villagers respected the young monk. They built him a simple bamboo hut so he would have a place to meditate. He only owned 2 robes, enough to wear while the other was being washed. Everything seemed peaceful, until rats appeared. Mouseface, the small rodent, started chewing on his robes. He only had 2, and now they were on the verge of being completely ruined. Distressed, he went to the villagers for advice. They said, "Speaking head, why don't you keep a cat? It will chase the rats away." Light bulb, a perfect solution. And so, a cat entered his life. The cat solved the rat problem. But then another problem arose. The cat needed milk to survive. Glass of milk. So, every day, the monk had to go to the village to beg for milk. But this took up too much time and distracted him from his meditation. The villagers came up with another suggestion. "Speaking head, why don't you keep a cow? A cow will provide milk, and you won't need to beg for it anymore." A reasonable solution. And so, a cow entered his life. Cow. But the cow needed grass, and someone had to take care of it. Now, every day, the monk had to go to the village to beg for grass to feed the cow. Once again, the villagers spoke up. "Speaking head, this isn't right. A great monk like you shouldn't waste time on this. Why don't we arrange for a widow from the village to take care of everything for you?" And so, a woman entered his life. Woman. She took care of the hut, looked after the cow, fed the cat, planted crops, and cooked meals for him. Hourglass time passed. The two started working together, sharing daily life. Slowly, feelings grew. Then, they fell in love. They started living together under one roof. Then, one day, the woman became pregnant, baby, and on the day their child was born, the great monk sat in deep thought. Thought balloon, I renounced the world in search of truth. But in the end, the whole world has come back to me. And it all started with a cat. Life lesson. Never keep a cat in your mind. After hearing the story, the young monk finally understood. The master's final teaching was not really about a cat. It was about the traps of the human mind. Pushpin, every mistake, every attachment, every suffering, all start from something small. We think just once won't hurt. We believe one small habit won't change our lives. But one small action can lead to an entire chain of events, and by the time we realize, it's too late. Fire, like someone who tries drugs out of curiosity, only to become addicted. Fire, like someone who eats junk food once, then slowly develops an unhealthy lifestyle. Fire, like someone who tells one small lie, then becomes a habitual liar. And it all starts with a cat. Prohibited, be careful with the small things you allow into your life. Prohibited, don't let your mind control you, control your mind. Glowing star, are you keeping a cat in your life? Clapperboard, if you found this story meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more deep and thought-provoking life lessons. Folded hand sparkles.